Yeah, welcome to the YouTube channel Official Physics, and I'm just about to run through a question here with me, a solved question, and this says the area of the rectangle is given as 90 centimeter square, and the length is 3 centimeter longer than its width. Find the length and the width of the rectangle. Now, this rectangle I've just quickly drawn here, although not drawn to scale, and I take the length to be x, and since the length is 3 centimeter longer than it width, there are two ways I can do it. I can say the length should be 3 centimeter longer than the width, which is x plus 3, and let the width be x, or uh, the way I've done it here. But I'm going to show you the two way I've done it very quickly. And okay, from here we have the area of a rectangle is length times breadth. The area already is 90 centimeter. The length here is x, and the breadth here is x minus 3. So if I expand, I'll have x times x squared, then x times minus 3 minus 3x. So if we look at this is a quadratic equation. If I take this across the equality sign, I have my minus 90, and this gives me a quadratic equation. So I have to apply the quadratic formula, where a here is 1, because it's obviously 1 here. Then the b is negative 3, like skipping the x, so you already know that. Then the c is equal to negative 90. So from here, I have my quadratic equation. I impute all my values in the quadratic formula rather. Then the b here is already minus 3. The b square here is minus 3 square. The minus 4 times 1, which is the a, multiplied by the minus 90, and this is the expression now, all divided by the 2a, that's 2 times 1. So from here we have 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 plus 369 is negative 3 square. Careful, the negative is in the bracket. So negative 3 square will give me 9, then minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by negative 90 will give me 360. So this is 369 being added together, and the square root of 369 will give me 19.2 and other values. So I just took the first value 0.2. So from here you can see that 3 plus 19.2 all divided by 2, or 3 minus, that is the meaning of this plus or minus, or 3 minus 19.2 all divided by 2. Okay, 3 plus 19.2 divided by 2 give me 22.2 divided by 2. And 3 minus 19.2 divided by 2 give me negative 16, because a smaller number is minusing a bigger number. So negative 16.2 divided by 2. So from here, if you press your calculator, even without pressing your calculator, 2.222 divided by 2 will give you 11. Then 2 divided by 2 will give you 1. So the same thing goes with this one. 16, negative 16 divided by 2 will give you negative 8. Then 2 divided by 2 will give you 1. So that's our answer. So this is a little check on if we are correct. Now we recall that the area is 90, so whatever value we are getting here should give us 90. Now the length here, length times breadth, the length here is 11, while the breadth here, which is the width obviously, will be 11 minus 3. 11 minus 3 will give me 8.1, so I didn't take the 8.1 from here. This is a negative 8.1. So I'm using this value right now. So 11.1 minus 3 will give me the 8.1 here. Then multiplying it both together will give me 89.91, which is approximately 90. But what if I take the negative number as my answer? So that's why it is all. If I take the negative number as my answer, I will have my negative 8.1 as my length, which is the x here. Then if I say my x, which is negative 8.1, minus 3, which is what you're seeing here, negative 8.1 minus 3 will give me a negative 11.1. So if I multiply it by my negative 8.1, which I chose as my answer, I will still arrive at the same answer, 89.91, which is approximately 90 centimeters square as the area. So you see that we are correct. But if you go by the other way, which I have said before, the area is rectangle. The area of the rectangle has 90 centimeters square, you see, and the area is 3 centimeter longer, which I told you, x plus 3. Then the breadth should be x in this case. Now, if you work it out the same way I have done this first one, you just discover that we are doing the same thing all over again, and the signs are just being switched. This becomes a positive sign, and this becomes a negative. So it's like saying multiply both sides by a negative 1. Negative 1 times 11.1 will give me negative 11.1. Negative 1 multiplied by negative 8.1 will give me positive 8.1. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any question regarding this, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you.